Dear Future Enoch, and to everyone else in Ontario. I don't usually talk about politics on this channel, and I promise this video is totally non-partisan. There's a provincial election in 2 days, and I kinda don't like any of the candidates. But I still fully intend to vote, and I encourage you to do the same. My opinion has generally been that if all of the candidates are bad, pick the one that's least awful. But what if all the candidates are, to you, equally awful? Well, my original answer was spoil your ballot, I guess? But while doing a little bit of research, the answer to that is, it depends. For those who don't know, spoiling a ballot is when you don't mark it correctly. Examples include voting for multiple candidates or ranking candidates when you're only supposed to vote for one, writing your name on it, not voting for anybody at all, or doodling on the ballot. In Canada, they're called rejected ballots, and from what I can tell, they are counted in Ontario's provincial elections and in the federal elections. They're counted, the votes just don't go to anybody. You'll have to double check with your local jurisdiction over where the spoiled ballots are counted. Now, I'm not saying you should do this, I'm just saying it's an option, and if spoiled ballots are counted in your area, it's a lot better than staying at home. The theory, at least, is that candidates see spoiled votes as undecided voters that they could potentially swing for the next election, but voters aren't required to give a reason for why they're spoiling a ballot, so this point is debatable. Still, if a lot of people spoil their ballots, it could send a general message that people are unsatisfied with their options. Now, if you're thinking of skipping this election because you don't think any of the candidates really represent you, I feel ya. It really does feel like your vote doesn't make a difference. But I'll argue that not voting makes that a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you don't vote because you think you're not going to make a difference, you're definitely not going to make a difference because you didn't vote. So go out and vote, even if you don't think it'll make a difference. Because, and I sound kind of blunt when I say this, you can't really complain about the results of an election if you could vote and just didn't. Future Enoch, I'll see you next week. Oh, and if you're too young to vote, well, lower the vote.